Come. Away they go. They're off and pacing, blasting away. Velarda Hyras on the outside as Gingras chases her out of there. My Girl EJ from the inside. Sylvia Hanover showing speed. Here's McClure. Amps her up early on. RDB Mickey into the top three. Then Twin B Joe Fresh. Odds on Platinum. Velarda Hyras backpedals now after originally trying to leave. She's in fact going to backpedal all the way to last. We see Blue Pacific and Soft Shot ahead of Velarda Hyras, who goes back to 8th. On the outside, Sylvia Hanover makes her way to the lead ahead of My Girl EJ after a 26-2 opening quarter. McClure and Sylvia Hanover into the backstretch over My Girl EJ. Here's RDB Mickey out of the 3-hole and on the move for Bartlett. It's RDB Mickey on the outside, ranging up and hot on her heels. Twin B Joe Fresh. RDB Mickey takes over. Twin B Joe Fresh first up and moving. She just glides up on the outside. Now matching strides with RDB Mickey as they come to the half in 55-1. Twin B Joe Fresh clears to the lead for Dunn. RDB Mickey now in second. 2 more lengths to early leader Sylvia Hanover. My Girl EJ brought to the outside from 4th. Odds on Platinum will follow her, then Blue Pacific 2 in front of Soft Shot and trailer. Velarda Hyras 3/8 of a mile to go, and it's Twin B Joe Fresh in a comfortable stride, leading it just over a length to RDB Mickey and an improving My Girl EJ. Sylvia Hanover locked up 4th. Second over 5th is Odds on Platinum. 1:22 and 1 3/4. They turn for home, and the roses are red. And Twin B Joe Fresh leading it by 2. Dunn looks over his shoulder, doesn't see anybody that's a threat, and she just steps away. It's Twin B Joe Fresh pouring it on late, and Twin B Joe Fresh, there's no touching this mare. Twin B Joe Fresh with the roses are red repeat. Dominant in victory. Twin B Joe Fresh wrapped up at the end to win by 4 over Sylvia Hanover and RDB Mickey. It's Twin B Joe Fresh in 1:48-4.
A very snappy mile for Twin B Joe Fresh. She just showed you tonight why she is the queen of pacing.
Yeah, she's so handy. He can put her anywhere. He can move her when he wants to move, and there's always power in behind her. Looks to me like the plugs are still in as well. 48.
Joe Fresh leading it by 2. Dunn looks over his shoulder, doesn't see anybody that's a threat, and she just steps away. It's Twin B Joe Fresh pouring it on late, and Twin B Joe Fresh, there's no touching this mare. Twin B Joe Fresh with the roses are red repeat. Dominant in victory. Twin B Joe Fresh wrapped up at the end to win by 4 over Sylvia Hanover and RDB Mickey. It's Twin B Joe Fresh in 1:48-4.
A very snappy mile for Twin B Joe.
Twin B Joe Fresh defends her title here, and the roses are red. I'm here with winning driver and co-owner Dexter Dunn. Dex, how did you feel out there tonight?
Oh, just like usual, she felt fantastic. Pete and Barb and CJ just, had a spot on, and it was a good mile by. She didn't feel like she was going that fast. She was doing it so easy, but yeah, she's just special.
You know, in the qualifying effort, RDB Mickey, the mare who was behind you, she was gaining. What did you think of that qualifying performance coming tonight? Was she geared down?
Yeah, she was doing it easy. She had the plugs in still, and she was just floating along there. So, RDB Mickey was breathing down my neck pretty good on turning for home, and I thought we might have a battle, but this girl can quicken as good as any of them, and when she let down, she she put separation on them, and my daughter Mila's at home on the couch sick, so I hope this makes her feel better.
All right, and as sharp as she was last year, are you even surprised that she came back even sharper?
Yeah, I mean, she's got better every year, Johnny. She's got bigger every year and got better every year. So, and she's done it again this year. So, special ride.
Congratulations, Dex.
Thank you, mate.
The sensational mare, Twin B Joe Fresh, back in front of us for the 2nd consecutive year. Another Roses Are Red title this year. Something different. It's a Grade 1 event for her. 5-year-old bay mare by Roll with Joe is out of the Captain Treacherous Dam Fresh Breeze, owned by Chris Ryder, Dexter Dunn, Peter Trey Botica, Barry Spack, Chris the winning trainer, Dexter Dunn the winning driver. Breeders Brittany Farms, Barbara Trey Botica the winning caretaker. Twin B Joe Fresh 2 for 2 to start this year, 32nd lifetime score, 1:48-4 in the repeat. John Copus, son of the great Hall of Famer Jack Copus, who campaigned Roses Are Red, trackside to make the trophy presentation to the winning connections of 4 Twin B Joe Fresh as she repeats. Roses Are Red, final at 1:48-4.
There we go. Looking right here, guys. Big smiles. Looking
Twin Joe Fresh captures the Roses Are Red to defend her title from last year. I'm here with winning trainer and co-owner Chris Ryder. Chris, just her second start of the year, and she's had a few tighteners so far with qualifying efforts, this season. I mean, how is it that you can keep her in shape so well?
Well, we just do the normal things that we can possibly think of, training and qualifying. But as everybody knows, there haven't been any suitable races for us, so we had no option. But she is what she is. She's not hard to get ready. She's such a beautiful mare, and push a button and she's away. So we're very blessed, yeah.
You know, there's a few movements on the outside. There are a couple of mares leaving that maybe we didn't expect. Is there ever a sense of nervousness from you when you're watching this mare do her thing?
Yeah, a little bit of nervousness. Not too bad. I try not to be too nervous. It doesn't help. But a little bit. You know, you got to race. It was a pretty hard race tonight. She had to do a bit of work, and she just keeps coming through. So it's just a great experience, yeah.
You know, I know it's early on in the season, but you kind of hinted that there was a possibility last year. Given what she did last season, given what she's off to so far this year, is there a chance maybe sometime down the road we could see her take on the boys?
Well, everybody keeps asking me, so obviously have it in the back of our minds. It's a possibility, but it has to suit her, you know. We'll just see if it works out, but I'm not adamant about doing it at all, no.
And lastly, obviously, you're very, very vocal about wanting to take home Horse of the Year honors. You've come close a few times. You did so last year with this mare. Is it something that you're looking personally as well to kind of repeat this season?
I'd love to do it again, and don't like to talk about it too much because might do something silly to jinx myself. But we'll definitely give it as good a try as we can, yes.
All right, well, it's a pleasure watching her compete. Congratulations, Chris. Enjoy this one.
Thanks very much. Enjoy coming here.
All right, there's Chris Ryder. Dexter Dunn, Twinbee Joe Fresh, repeating as the Roses Are Red champion.